This video will briefly take you through the athlete inactivity report. Within the athlete inactivity report, you can see data for a single athlete within a single activity. To select an athlete from an activity, simply hit the name of the athlete and select who you would like to view. Within this dashboard, for the first time, you can instantly see heat maps within OpenField Cloud, and you can view them either as a heat map or as a trace. And similar to what you see in the other reports, you can pick and choose whether you want to view this as a percentage of game day or as a percentage of a different day type. One of the major differences in this report is that we can compare also against another athlete, so we can see them side by side. The other thing that you can do in here from the filters is to filter based on period. So if you wanted to see what somebody did within a single half rather than into the entire game, then you can see what they did, what their output was during that first half. Similar to the other reports, you can also export, and this is just a shortcut into the edit activity and where you can go and edit your periods and rotations if needed. So within the report itself, you have a breakdown of each player's profile and then a comparison versus the benchmark, which in this case, the benchmark is the other athlete. So you can see that Cramier in this example is the line, and we can see that Edwards has basically matched him in all parameters apart from high speed distance per minute, where he's done half as much. And we can see the absolute figures on the right-hand side to see where people are above and below compared to each other. And of course, you can go and pick any parameter that you would like. Within the periods report, you can see how they outputted across all of the periods that you have selected. In this case, we only have one period where both athletes were involved. But if I was going to go and turn this back to a match day comparison, and pick a different athlete who potentially completed both halves, then what you can see in here is that his intensity from this game was slightly higher in terms of his meters per minute, but it was slightly lower in terms of his accel decel efforts per minute compared to what he typically does on a match day. And you can see that again, both in terms of a visual chart view and a table view to see the absolute figures. So that is the athlete inactivity report.